Welcome to Pinnacle Performance Company's Fishbowl Friday with Pinnacle co-founder and COO G. Riley Mills and master instructor and editorial director Brad Lawrence.
TGIF, everybody. It's Fishbowl Friday at Pinnacle Performance Company. I'm Brad Lawrence. This is G. Riley Mills. G, what is Fishbowl Friday?
So Fishbowl Friday, yes. For those of you who don't know, you got a fishbowl here inside. We got some slips of paper. Some of them came from viewers like you. Some came from our clients. On each one is a question involving communication, collaboration, leadership, influence, those type of topics. Every Friday, Brad and I get together. We pull one, and we're going to talk about that topic, give you some tools and techniques that you can utilize in your meetings, your presentations, and interpersonal communication.
Yeah.
Ready to go?
I'm ready.
All right. This one says, okay. It says, I've been told that I come across very nervous when I present. What am I doing wrong?
Ooh, wrong. Ooh, wrong. That's
What am I
such a
doing?
weighted word.
What am I doing wrong? I have an idea what
Yeah.
might not be working for this person,
So
but
do
I'd love
I.
to hear what do you think?
Well, anytime I get a question about I look nervous, anything in that ballpark, the first thing I always jump to, pacifiers.
Sure. Pacifiers. Explain to the folks, what are pacifiers in
Okay.
the Pinnacle methodology?
So this is my go-to for explaining this. Are you a poker player? Are you anybody out there who's a poker
I am
player?
not. I have played, but I'm not a
Okay.
big poker
Have you
player.
seen a televised poker
Yes.
tournament? Okay, where they have the cards on the
Sure.
bottom of the screen. All right. A lot of those televised poker tournaments, you see people wearing hats and sunglasses and hoodies because they're trying to mask their tells.
Yes.
They don't want their opponents to be able to pick up what those are. And tells are subconscious repetitive behavior that tips off opponents how I feel about my cards, right? Okay. So that matters in poker if we're bluffing and betting and whatnot. Export that idea into everyday life. That's essentially what
Yep.
pacifiers are. Our subconscious behaviors, oftentimes repetitive, that broadcast to the people around us how we're feeling. Usually they're times when we're feeling stressed
Yep.
that tip off that we're not comfortable or confident.
Yes, and if you're wondering what are some examples of pacifiers, you see them all the time. Think about the meetings or presentations that you have to sit through. They can show up. They're leakage. They're
Yeah.
basically leakage of tension showing up physically. So it might be hands, wringing your hands, playing with a ring, playing with your hair, playing with a name badge,
Yeah.
shifting back
It's
and
usually
forth.
hands and feet.
Yeah, shifting back and forth, nervous feet where you're wandering back and forth. What they signal to an audience, you seem nervous. You seem not grounded, not confident, not the expert that you need to be. So this person who's saying, hey, I seem nervous, I would love to get some coaching in with them or get them in a workshop and film them. Film them doing something so that we can point out exactly where their pacifiers are and get rid of them. Get rid of each one, just shave those away. And what we want to see is a confident, natural, open, professional, relaxed
I feel like
delivery.
we're giving away all our secrets here, but awareness is always
Awareness
the
is key.
first step to making any kind of change,
Yeah.
and especially when it comes to pacifiers, which are so subconscious. They're so ingrained. Most people are doing them, and they're not even aware that they're doing them.
Yeah.
You see yourself on video, you go, oh, I'm doing that?
Yeah.
That's the way oh, gosh. And then suddenly you know what to stay attuned for.
Yeah, and if you're wondering where yours are, easiest thing to do is set up a camera, put your phone up, and get up and just talk in the moment for 5 minutes about a topic, what you did that day, how to make an omelet, whatever you want to talk about. The topic material doesn't matter, but watch yourself and when you get nervous, when you're not sure what comes next, when you get uncomfortable, where does that discomfort show up physically?
Yeah,
That's
and-
the main thing.
I think the toughest thing about identifying them is that there's one thing you can't simulate, and it's the stress that you're under when you're in front of an audience or in a stress situation.
Yeah.
So you have to find a way to. You don't have to do it when you're under stress, but if you can find a way to record yourself when you are in a stressful situation, you're much more likely to see them.
Yep, that's a good point. Pacifiers, watch out. You got to identify them and then eliminate them.
Yeah.
That is your Fishbowl Friday. Pacifiers is the word for today. Take that into the weekend and have a great time. We'll see you next week.
Bye.
If you'd like to submit a question for the Fishbowl, drop us an email at fishbowl@pinper.com. If you'd like to learn more about Pinnacle Performance Company, email us at info@pinper.com. Don't forget to subscribe, follow, and tell your friends. See you next week.